Doubles match of round of 64 day here on Grandstand at the Lapiplasty Pickleball World Championships. Will Doughton and Nick Black bringing you the call from Brookhaven Country Club. Got a fun one, 11 seeds, Tyson McGuffin, Maggie Brasha taking on the 56 seeds, Miranda Ducknick and Zane Ford. Let's go, Nick. Another mixed first doubles match of the day. Excited to be here. Nick, I know you're very familiar with Maggie Brasha, you're in a relationship. How's it feel to be commentating our match?
A lot of pressure.
You know, that's a good answer.
You're trying not to be biased, you know, anything like that. So Maggie's a saint.
She will serve to start us off here. That's a strong start for
Very strong start.
Brasha and McGuffin. I believe this is the first time they're playing together this year. But both highly accomplished mixed doubles players in their own right.
Tyson McGuffin, a superstar on the PPA Tour.
Titan of the sport. Been around for so long. Just really trademarked that Ferrari forehand, singles, men's doubles, mixed doubles. Not really, no real weakness for Mr. McGuffin.
Absolutely. So consistent, so solid. What do you think Zane and his partner need to do to beat this team here?
Not letting the moment get to them. You know, they came through qualifying yesterday, so that's a win in and of itself to make it.
Well said. It's a great counter by Maggie Brasha, just sitting on the forehand. Sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
No, I think that's, I think, just gonna be about, not trying to do too much, maybe that counter, or excuse me, that speed up from forward right there. Maybe trying to do a little too much. But again, it's tough, when you've got two big name players. I think you've got to focus more on yourself than about who you're playing, who's across the net from you. And I think if the sooner they can realize and realize that, because like I said, making it through these qualifying draws, even getting into the main draw, it is such a huge accomplishment at a huge tournament like this, but even at any pro level. So you've got to come in with that confidence and really that swagger.
Absolutely.
A little ambitious there with the lob, but you just see the athleticism there of Zane Ford. Shoot, ripping some forehands, had a really nice look at a fifth shot. But it takes more than that to even get on the board here.
Against a team like this, you're going to have your strengths.
See,
that was
forehand rip.
So fast. Such a good forehand. Ford coming Mach 50.
I'll do one better, Mach 51 probably. We actually look at the MPHs.
Right.
Zane Ford.
Miss serve.
Just finished a singles match not too long ago, so he's certainly warm. Played against Roscoe Bellamy.
Really good finish by Zane Ford, able to capitalize on a high miss drop by Maggie Brasha.
4-1-2.
There's a little bit of wind going on. I can feel the gust. Can you feel it, Will?
A little bit. It's a little bit more than usual. It may continue to kind of increase throughout the day. And Ford read where McGuffin was going with the overhead. Just unable to keep that one over the net.
1-1-2.
This drive by Tyson, that's rare.
Especially on that Ferrari forehand.
Right.
Talking about drives, what a shot there from Zane Ford.
Zane Ford is a singles player inside and out. He's actually doing a lot better in doubles. I played him in the Next Gen tournament here this past weekend at Chicken and Pickle. And he was one of the top competitors out there, being able to capitalize on a huge serve, huge drive.
3-5-1.
Really just gets so much action on the wrist on his forehand. It gets a lot of lag. I think that's the correct term for that. But
well said.
Certainly.
Miss drop by Ducknick. Didn't want to mispronounce it.
5-3-1. Point.
Great serve by Tyson McGuffin.
Gotta say, probably top 2 or top 3 servers in the game. Just
6-3-1.
gets so much
Stop play.
pace on that. And the second we say that, gets a service warning.
Service warning.
Just got to make sure that there is a visible upward motion that the ref can see. Just a flurry across the court. Tyson McGuffin, 34 years old, excuse me.
Moving like an 18-year-old.
Like Hayden Patrick went out there.
7-3-1.
The hands.
Good hands by Zane Ford.
Also got the pink shoes. Gotta give a shout out to the fashion.
He's got some swag. The kid's
like
got some tennis swag in him.
7-3-2. Side out. 3-7-1. Second serve.
That one almost drops in for Ford, but and that's really going to be the name of the game for them at this point. That's where they're going to look to get unforced errors off their drives.
Point.
You're going to be hard pressed to outdink a team like McGuffin and Maggie Brasha.
4-7-2.
Wow. What a point. What a pickup by Maggie Brasha. I mean, Zane was just everywhere.
Yeah, one point, one shot, he was close to Ducknick's side. Then he was earning across the other part of the court.
Right.
Fast-paced pickleball. And that was
A generous call by Tyson McGuffin. Ball looked out from us here. We're sitting on the baseline. It could have been a little long.
8-4-1.
Gets the point. And what an exchange there. 8-4 here in favor of the number 11 seeds.
8-4-2. Point.
It's a good attack by Maggie. It's a really great drop by Tyson. Good setup.
What do you think makes it such a good drop? Just the placement, or
I think the fact that it just, see how it just floats right in there, and they're able to just come into the kitchen and apply a lot of pressure. So it makes it really good. And what is so underrated in mixed doubles for some of the people that are at home right now listening in is that if you undervalue going behind the guy in mixed doubles, you're gonna have a really tough time winning.
4-2.
It's so important to make sure you're going behind the guy, because the guy has to cheat over a little bit more to play a big left,
right?
to apply a lot of pressure on the forehand side.
Exactly.
And that's
As
game
we
there.
see that, 11-4 for Brasha and McGuffin. They're one game away from making the right. MLP, Vivian Glossman. So, I think that's a great point you made, Nick. But for this match, we've got Brasha and McGuffin up a game on Ducknick and Ford. We'll take a quick break and come back after this.
We are Selkirk. We are Pickleball. 10 years in and just getting started. Family-owned, USA-based, Pickleball proud. Selkirk Sport. We are Pickleball.
Game 2 set to get underway. Mixed doubles, round of 64 here. Lorena Ducknick to serve. She and Zane Ford looking to force Game 3. It's Tyson McGuffin and Maggie Brasha. And don't see that too often.
Don't see that too often, yeah. I mean, it's a seldom missed-dink, a rare missed-dink by Tyson McGuffin there.
Seldom, what a word. There we go, Nick.
Shout out my grandma.
Hey, you gotta respect it. You gotta know your beginnings, respect your roots.
Good spot. Tyson McGuffin moving Zane around enough to find Zane's backhand. Looks like Zane's a little bit uncomfortable on his backhand side when it comes to dinking.
Right.
Just from what I've been able to observe.
0-2-1.
Find that pop-up that Maggie is able to execute on. It's a good combo by Maggie Brasha.
And again, kind of goes up, didn't necessarily go behind Ford, but went up the line at him and had kind of a 1-2 punch, it looked like.
Yeah. And for the people listening in, you know, a lot of times when it comes to speeding the ball up off the bounce, you don't really find a clean winner off of a speed up off the bounce. Usually it's a combo shot. So Maggie knows those combos pretty well. Obviously, she's a high-level player, so she knows if you're going to speed up forehand, you're most likely going to find a backhand counter. So she was already set up, able to finish it off. Good drive by Tyson McGuffin.
2-2-2. Point.
And just full steam ahead here for Brasha and McGuffin.
3-2-2. Side out.
Say that and miss serve. Love that.
What is it, the commentator's jinx?
Yeah, commentator's curse. That's what we call it.
Second serve.
Would have expected to see more of like a fifth shot drive there. Maybe the higher percentage play.
2-3-2. Side out.
Good decision by Tyson McGuffin to concede to the dink there.
Right.
The ball's below the net. It's not in your best interest to attack anything because you're assuming your opponents are moving forward.
They're going to be looking for that
And
high
so
ball.
they're looking for the high ball, and you think that they're going to be on top of it. So instead, you just give the respect to your opponent. You just dink the ball back. And fortunate enough for him, his opponents missed the dink. Consistency is everything.
3-2-2. Point.
Just nice, solid, just smooth drop.
Yeah.
There from Brasha.
4-2-2.
Really good ball placement by everyone. I mean, Zane had a really good backhand roll. Tyson with a great ATP.
It's really
Good
just
point.
seeing, you know,
5-2-2.
really impressed with McGuffin, just his command of every single inch of the kitchen. I mean, we've seen him hit some, you know, winners or shots that set up errors. I mean, he's been playing for so long, so it's not necessarily surprising, but just from the angle that we have, you just see how well he just utilizes
2-5-1.
every available space in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's well said.
Second serve.
Yeah, you know, when the ball's high over the net, I like to
2-5-2.
tell people the seesaw effect. When the ball's high over the net, you should be low and back playing defense.
Point.
So gauging the height of the ball, let the ball be the source of your information on what you should do on the court. Zane's partner was moving in on the ball that was a little bit too high.
Point.
Really good serve by Tyson McGuffin. Just looks like they just have all of the momentum.
6-2-1.
Just the serve is just crazy.
I think a timeout would serve Zane and his partner well right now.
Timeout received.
And there it is.
There it is. Right on cue there, Nick. Well
Come
done.
on.
There we go. Brasha and McGuffin 7-2 here in game 2, looking to close this one out. We'll see if they can do that when we return from Brookhaven.
The Lapiplasty Pickleball World Championships, powered by the Carvana PPA Tour, is brought to you by Lapiplasty. Experience the future of bunion surgery.
By Invited Clubs, where you belong.
Deep Eddy Vodka. Dive in.
We're back on Grandstand, where we've got good vibes, good pickle, and good weather here in Farmers Branch, Texas for the Lapiplasty Pickleball World Championships. Will Dodd and Nick Black bringing you the call, having a great time here on Grandstand. You know who else is having a great time, Nick?
Who?
Maggie Brasha and Tyson McGuffin.
Huzzah.
Up 7-2. Huzzah. 4 points away from the victory here.
I mean, just getting every ball back. I mean, just
Had that rally dead to rights. They had it won. McGuffin just puts a paddle out there,
Right.
and it just somehow comes in as a perfect reset. You're like, all right. Now match point here for the 11 seeds.
10-2-1.
And right up point.
Tyson McGuffin style though, with the tweener.
Tweener in the
Tweener
middle.
get.
It was a tweener drop, and it was an
Yes.
amazing drop.
Perfect.
Match point number 2. Two match points saved from Dubnik and Ford. Still alive in this one. Lots of work to do. See if they can right the ship here.
Good overhead by
Just-
Tyson.
So much power.
I mean, yeah.
McGuffin really just all over the court in this one.
2-10-2. Right out. Match point. 10-2-1.
That is going to do it. Tyson McGuffin, Maggie Brasha take it 11-4, 11-2 over Insane Ford. What a performance from the number 11 seeds. What impressed you most about this display?
I mean, it's just, you know, it's
Speechless.
just, yeah, it's the scoreboard speaks for itself. I think, you know, in mixed doubles, it's always how well the man can insert himself, and then how solid the girl can be, and then how well they know each other, so that the girl knows when the guy's gonna come take the dink, the drop, you know, because it's always a fine line. There's a balance to it, you know. Because while the guy does take a lot of balls, it's not right for the guy to take every ball, because, you know, unless he's gonna do something very constructive with it. Tyson McGuffin always does something right with the ball. It's very rare in these occasions where you see him do something dumb.
Right.
He plays high percentage pickleball, and he usually comes out top that way. He's very consistent, and just, you know, just as Maggie Brasha does that just as much, if not, you know, obviously she's a top, you know, female player. So when it came down to the two girls, you know, versus the two guys, it's a tough matchup for Ford and Dunknick, right?
Dubnik.
Dunknick.
Just too much from the number 11 seeds. They are moving on to the round of 32. They will face the winner of a later match today. Mary Brasha, Pablo Tejas taking on Samantha Parker and Michael Lloyd. We could have Maggie playing Mary tomorrow, but don't want to say that yet. Maybe
That would be exciting.
We will see that one. Our coverage continues in just a few minutes. More mixed doubles here on Grandstand. It's a great day. It's an awesome Tuesday, and we hope you will stay